Good morning. It's the Monday after the salute, which was Saturday, and I'll come back to that in a moment. Well, it was my birthday last week, and I'll show you what bits I got. But first and foremost is this came through the post, and this is for my mate Stephen Davidson, and he's got a bit of a talent of making forts and stockades. Behind me there is a stockade for my French Indian Wars project, and as a birthday present he sent me this World War II blockhouse. Now how good is this? He didn't have to. Never met the guy. Now that's going to be some, well, scenarios for bolt action. That's going to be great. Thank you, Stephen. I should be using that soon. Got machine gun ports dotted around. Man's got talent. Thanks again. What wife he bought me, I think I might have mentioned to you before, what she does now, she says, she asks me what I want for birthdays and Christmas, and I'll give her a list, and she will say no, you have to get things that you don't want. But I was lucky this year, and I got the convoy from Warlord Games, the Victory at Sea, which are, one second, the next up on the list, what I'm going to do. There you are. 7 ships, and looking forward to painting those. It'll be a bit different from painting the figures, which I've been doing recently for Mark Freeth, the renovations, which I've finished, and I forgot to take a video. I've bundled it up, bagged it all up, and boxed it up and taken it to the post office at the moment, so I should have done that. There's a few pictures on Facebook, my Facebook page, if you're interested, but it was, well, it was quite a delight to paint those for you. But now they're off today, so back to my stuff, and so it's going to be this little collection next. Let's put that down there, probably not the stand of it. So that's what wifey got me. The command standby front rack just needs to be, the basing needs to be finished on there. I'm quite pleased with those lovely chunky sculpts once again. Now, salute, it was, first of all I was excited going up there. It's been a long time since attending a show, and I went up there with my friend Tony, and public transport ran really well, and we were up there in next to no time, it seems. Walking in there, I believe that the area was a lot bigger than last time we attended, and so that was very airy, I'd say sparse, but there certainly wasn't as many people as I expected there walking in, and what I heard, or you may have heard, is that quite a few games didn't turn up, and a few traders didn't turn up, and it's understandable because these are different times that we live in, and it just so happened that the traders that didn't turn up are the ones I wanted to see. I had a bit of a mind of what I wanted to buy, but I didn't want to buy too much because I need to finish things off first. And whereas years before I'd go a bit bananas, I thought no, I'll come back to that in a moment. So walking around, the games, a lot of small games which don't really interest me, I must admit. I like the big showstoppers, and there weren't that many. I particularly like the Stalingrad type game, which I think was in 12mm from, is it Victrix figures, I think they are, I'm not too sure, that sort of scale, and that looked great. It was an inspirational type of game you look at. Unfortunately the smaller scale doesn't really appeal to me because I've got World War II in both 28 and 20mm, so there's no point. But that certainly caught my eye. And then myself and Tony visited a Wellington and India game, and that was very good. Spoke to the guys for some while, and hats off to them. It certainly got got us thinking for our next year's project. It's something that we've discussed before, Wellington in India. I think you could use your Brit Napoleonics, although they're not obviously detail is correct, but just while you build up the Indian armies. But it's the variation of the elephants, the rocket troops, the camels, all different sorts of infantry, great big cannons. It certainly seems a goer. I think you're fairly limited in figure manufacturers, Redoubts and AW Miniatures, but I'll certainly have to read into that a bit more. And apart from that, I like the Rubicon Vietnam setup. That was good. I liked bumping into Steve again. And it was, as usual, it was very nice to meet people involved in the hobby and people who have watched my channel and said nice things about it. It's just very nice, and it's strange seeing people that you see on camera all the time, or on film, and also they're standing there in front of you. Takes a bit getting used to. So thanks to everybody who came up to me and said hello. Now, what I bought, I only bought 2 things, and the last few weeks I've been watching the PBS Vietnam series. Highly recommended. I think it's 10 parts or 12 parts. Absolutely brilliant documentary. And that, my friend Tony collecting Vietnamese figures, or Vietnam figures, and then watching Full Metal Jacket the other day again. I thought, no, let's see what I can find. So straight away I went over to the Empress Miniature stand, which, as you know, I'm a big fan of. I bought their MVA Battle Pack, sculpted by Mr. Hicks. This cost me a lot of money over the years, and so that's all those sort of figures. I suppose you can use them for main force Vietcong, possibly. Yeah, so it's going to be a bit of a, not a huge project, just a little side project. You've heard me say that before. So there's quite a few there. And then I went over to the Gringos 40. And I bought, well, how many did I buy? I think I bought about 50, maybe 45, 50 figures. Slightly bigger. And I bought their Vietcong. A lot of females. Just give myself the old palette a different direction. And we'll be using the bolt action variant, or the locally produced bolt action variant. Yeah, so they'll be next. I did walk around thinking, now, you know, I've got money in my pocket, shall I buy this, buy that? I know I needed a couple of units of Vikings to finish off my Viking project, and I saw the Victrix there, and I thought I could buy those, a couple of packs of those, and it'll be finished. But I thought, I'm not playing at the moment. My playing time is limited, and then I thought, should I buy some scenery? I've got enough scenery, and I started buying for buying's sake. I'm pleased with what I've got, but I felt a bit disappointed that I couldn't have got more. And that's down to me, really. I've got to finish things off first. And so I did a couple of circuits around, and I noticed a lot of people wearing black t-shirts. I'll have to get one next time so I can fit in a bit. And apart from that, well, after a couple of circuits, maybe 3 circuits around, I went home. We went home. And, it was a good day out. It was glad I got a good time to see the guys and have a chat. I'm looking forward to next April, and hopefully I'll get a few things finished so I can go up there all fresh and once again ready to spend on new projects. I think that's about it. My apologies for not showing you those Renaissance figures. I was a bit annoyed about that. I got home from work just now. I thought, what did I pack them up yesterday for? Without showing them. And that's got me thinking about different projects now. Thanks a lot, Freeth. It never ends. Thanks for watching.